Yeah, it's Heath here. And I actually want to talk about something, honestly. I want to talk about what's been going on. I know my last few videos have been kind of bland and just not even enjoyable, like the grocery store adventure, and I'm honestly sorry. I just kind of put that out there as filler. The house tour, I feel kind of bad for him because I recorded in portrait. It's an iPhone. I'm a fucking idiot. But I also want to talk about what's going on. Well, as you guys know, I come from a pretty I guess low end family, like poverty, and I always get asked by multiple people, how do you live through it, Heath? Excuse me. Hmm. How do you live through it? How do you survive through all this hell you go through, and the bed bugs, the drug addicts, and how come you're not doing drugs? Well, there's a good reason for that. Wanna know why? And I'm gonna sound like a fucking shonen protagonist. It's honestly my friends and my dreams. I mean, I remember I grew up, and I remember I used to always, question why my mom was in the bathroom for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. I wanted to use the bathroom. I had to go to my grandmother's bathroom. Little did I know she's fucking passed out in there. Fucking because of the crack or whatever, heroin, whatever. And she'd be like this, honestly, just slumped. And she still does it. I mean, I remember we had to break down the door sometimes, and I remember she got arrested a few times when I was growing up. And, I guess the whole my grandfather dying, and I can't really put that blame on anyone. I mean, she says, oh, I smoke crack a lot more now because I'm sad with my grandfather. And I was like, you were doing it long before I fucking was born. Long before he died. And I guess I kind of keep going because 2 people in my life, honestly, I kind of made a lifelong promise to my uncle. Not my uncle. No, my grandfather. You see, the day before he died, I was with him. It was like nighttime, and I remember the last thing he said to me before I left was, "You're a good kid, Heath." And I sometimes, reminisce about that. Good kid, Heath. And I kind of took that to heart, And then my grandmother, who is currently still alive with this video, I remember she said to me, it's like, Heath, I just want you to live a happy life. I want you to live happy. I don't want you to be not stressed, not sad, not depressed. Just be happy. And she's right, honestly. I mean, I have all these friends, I've made, and I do have that, paranoia, that's like, oh, they don't really like me, they just put up with me. And, they're right. I do have that a lot. I mean, we get along, not all of my friends, get along with each other. I try not to, start pick fights between them and whatever. I mean, I hate to say it, but I've been guilty of that tons of times back then, and do I regret it? Yes, I do. You see, there's a lot of things I regret, a lot of things, a lot of sins. Do I wish I can turn back in time? Do I wish I can go back in time and change it? Perhaps, but it's fate. I mean, I always say I can change fate, but honestly, you can't. Just like how you can't change a cycle of hatred. I mean, you honestly cannot change a cycle of hatred. It'll keep going. Just like, greed, hatred, racism. It'll never go away. The only thing we, as humans, can do is honestly subdue it. We keep subduing it, And then maybe one day, maybe about 100 years from now, maybe when all me and my, generation's all gone, or we're very fucking old, and, maybe it'll be different. I mean, now that I think about it, 2018 is extremely different. I hear stories of people assaulting each other because of, being a Trump supporter, Hillary supporter, whatever. But, I'm not really going to talk about politics. People, killing each other over their ideals, drug epidemics. I mean, that's honestly what I've seen with my own eyes. And, I also get asked, Heath, do you hate your brother? Do you hate your mom? Do you hate every fucking drug addict? And I mean, I don't like my brother, but I can't really hate him. You see, because that's another thing. There's my uncle, okay? I'm not going to mention his name. I'm going to tell you this. He's on a high. He's like on top of the, he's at the top. We're at the bottom. And, I haven't heard from him in like 2 years. He hates my family. He hates my brother, because a lot of fucking, he hates my mom, because she's a fucking drug addict. Me, he's always had an interest in me. He's always said that I have potential. You know, that's the thing. I've always never really considered myself to have potential. You know, I always said to myself, some useless NEET who can hardly stay up and, you know, can hardly remember anything. And, you know, now that I think about it, I remember when we were younger, we used to hang out. You know, I used to go up there to his house. You know, up to his little condominium. You know, we used to go swimming at the pool. You know, whatever. Used to, you know, stay out there, spend the night with him. You know. No, I remember he used to hate my family. Like, he used to tell me that fucking my dad is white trash. He's not even my dad. We don't even know who the fuck my dad is. You know, who the fuck is, you know, my mom's a fucking whore, you know, whatever, you know. And, you know, I've actually had thoughts like that recently. It's like, am I gonna end up like him? Am I gonna end up like him? Am I gonna, like, basically throw away my brothers? Am I just gonna treat them like shit when I'm older? And if I'm somehow successful? Do I want to do that? Because it seems like we're both black sheep, and I've always said to myself, only a black sheep can take on another black sheep. That's how I always tell my mom, and everyone's like, you can't reach that man. The only one who's gonna reach him is me. You know, and if I try talking to him, he's just gonna, like, counter-argue with me every single time. You know, do I think it's greed or wealth? No. It's probably just being ashamed of your heritage. Am I ashamed of my heritage? Sometimes. Recently I have been. Because, you know, I've been talking to my old IRL friends again, and that's all I've wanted was to be like them, you know. They're all on advanced classes, they're all, you know, they'll have money, you know. They have a good home, you know, they don't have to worry about what I have to worry about, you know. Bed bugs, fucking rats, you know, not having fucking power, not having fucking, you know, people fucking overdosing, you know, people fucking slumped in my bed, you know, I don't have to worry about any of that. Then if it's not them I'm envious of, it's honestly everyone else I'm friends with. I'm honestly envious of them. I swear, I sound like a fucking typical anime character just saying that, you know, I'm only alive because I'm friends, oh, my friends are keeping me straight, which, I mean, that's true, it's honestly my friends, but it's also my own self-will. It seems like I'm honestly a strong person, you know, it seems like. Which I'm pretty proud of, you know. I always keep saying to myself, I thank everyone for sticking around with me. All the people I've made friends with, everyone I've made friends with. You know. But I feel like even then, you know, I feel like I just use them, you know. Which is the last thing you want to do. Because I was with my uncle, not my rich uncle, but like my other uncle. And I've never had a good relationship with him, you know. I was a little fucking kid, I kept calling, I remember at one time, you know, I was on the phone, you know, he was talking to his girlfriend. And I like, got on the phone and I said really quietly, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fucking chased after me, started hitting me with a fucking towel, you know. There was another time when I shut the door and my grandmother was having, like, breathing problems or whatever. Fucking opens the door, fucking fist balled up at me, and we both threatened to kill each other. You know, it's like, holy shit. You know. Then there's fucking the whole, you know. Because I got kicked out of my old house down there because, you know, fucking. Because I always talk shit about him. Because how he fucking did things. He'd always be messing around in the house. He'd always have people down there at the fucking, at the old house, at the barn, whatever. I don't know, they'd always be in the barn. I wouldn't go out there. I'd do out there sometimes. You know, the internet would get out, you know, be cut off, you know, and I'm like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? Like, why is it cut off? You know, that's honestly one of my biggest fucking fears. Because I'm an internet addict, to be honest. You know, he'd always say, do something about it, and I had to fucking talk to them myself about it. Even bother my grandmother, who honestly does not like getting out of bed. You know? And then, you know, I guess, was it 2016? Yeah, it's 2016. You know, January, I had to leave, because he kind of was being an asshole to me, and honestly, I kind of deserve it. He was talking shit about him, but it's like, you know, it's what he was doing, I didn't approve of. Like he said, oh, if you're gonna eat, you're gonna have to ask me to eat, you know? You have to ask me, and I have to say yes or no. And he got fucking, I remember one time I was going there, fucking, like, yelled at me, honestly. I was almost fucking in tears, actually. Honestly, that's fucking was. I was trying to, like, you know, play with a dog to get rid of the tears, you know? And, you know, I was surprised because he was spending so much money on me. He was like, you know, got my phone cut on. He got fucking bought me food, bought me a drink. Honestly, I felt ashamed, you know. I honestly felt ashamed. I don't even like asking people for stuff. I mean, unless it's like in a joking manner, you know. But, you know, it's whatever. It's honestly whatever. I'm, you know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to even talk to him. Hell, it's like, you know, we have fucking what happened back then. But even then, you know, I have to admit, I have to be proud of my heritage, you know, or I at least have to remember my heritage. You know, I came from the South. You know, if I was to move to say Japan or, you know, California or any country or any state, you know, I have to remember I'm from Georgia. You know, that's my heritage. I'm from the South. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, I've been made fun of for being from the fucking South, you know, and that's not really. I can't really say anything about that, to be honest. Being from the South is something part of me. I'm born in the South. You know, I've always been told, Heath, you don't have a Southern accent. So, I mean, that's true. I honestly don't. I use Southern slang, but I mean that's truly it. Because compared to my brothers, I was the fucking one that was always inside the house a lot. I was always locked up in my room. My dad basically fucking just bought me video games where it kept me in the house, you know. Holden and Hunter, my brothers, they would always be fucking popular. And they were always the popular ones. They would, Holden would be always active, you know, socializing, hitting on girls. Hunter would just be doing schoolwork, spending time with his bros, you know. They'd always do hunting. And I'd always just be in my room, you know. I was kind of like that child that never really, you know, that not many people mention. And I mean, when someone mentions my family, they always sometimes mention me. It's like, huh. You know, they're like either, oh, that kid's going to do well, or that kid's honestly, you know, fucked. And, I don't know. That's really it. That's honestly it. I don't honestly know, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I had a really big talk a few days ago with people. Catching back up my IRL friend. You know, realizing that, you know, I can't just keep being a NEET, you know, I can't just keep staying in my house all day, you know. I mean, hell, if I'm going to do this, I might as well just do some online schooling, you know, rush through it, get that diploma, whatever, get a job, you know. Because I had friends, you know, I had friends that always say, Heath, you can come live with me. Oh, if I was rich, oh, you can come stay with me. Oh, let's be roommates, Heath, you know. I've had my sensei tell me that, I've had my man Alex tell me that, I've had everyone tell me that. And it's like, you know, I appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't know if that would really be helpful or necessary. It's like, you know, I don't like asking for help, you know. All I ask for my friends is, you know, at least, you know, talk to me, you know. And I also want to keep believing in them, and I want them to keep believing in me. I guess that's my, you know, that's my way of life, honestly. And I don't even sound like a fucking anime protagonist. I don't sound like someone from, like, Persona, because, you know, social links, which, oh boy, when I think about it, social links. I think, like, all my friends are, like, a social link, you know. That's honestly how people should think about it. You know, I think about every person I talk to is, like, a social link. Meaningful relationship, social links going up and down, whatever. But that's it, you know, that's honestly all I have to say, you know. I can't keep running away, you know. And I never was empty. I honestly was just, you know, I kept pushing everything away. That's really much it. And I hate to say it, but that's it. You know, and all those people in my life, you know, gave me meaning. You know, but I can't keep running away from my problems. I can't keep running away from my problems. You know, I don't want a title as, you know, Black Sheep, or a title is the best, you know. I have a title. You know what that title is? Heef. And I swear on this name that I've been given that I will not, you know, I will not lose to myself or anyone. That will pave a way for my friends and I. But that's enough of me. I'm gonna stop anime monologuing. So I'll see you guys later. You know, it's nice to try to be serious. You know, because I try to be comedic. You know, I try to be comedic so, you know, I can honestly hide the pain of, you know, being stressed out all the time and depressed. You know, and I do have to deal with some undesirable people flaming me for having a mental illness, or, you know, being fucking a weirdo and weird and whatnot. But, you know, those people fucking have problems. You know, Mr. Cook, man child. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So, you know, it's whatever. You know, at the end of the day, I'm still Heath. You know, and I'm blessed of this name. You know, it's whatever. Oh, I do love some Dr. Pepper. I do love it when I monologue. You know, I do love it. Fucking love it when I monologue. Beat the shit out of kids. Aww. Fuck it. Alright, I'll see you guys later. It's nice to monologue like this, you know. And I thank everyone for watching.